everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday was Joyride 2026 day. For those of y'all who do not know, Joyride is a candy that was created and made by Trahan, which is one of our favorite YouTubers to watch. And with that, what they do is they were trying to break a world record by uploading the most photos of candy in a single 24-hour period. The girls wanted to participate, so we went to Target and picked up some Joyrides so they could send in their photo, and we may put a couple of those in here because we took a couple while we were over there. But when we came home to a huge surprise. And many of y'all know we have been waiting on a certain goat to have a baby. And yesterday was the day. So we've got everybody up here eating, having a good time. Let's see. Oh, she's right over. You can see Snowflake over there. She's the one that had babies. She's got them kind of hid away. We came and checked on them yesterday. They were looking really good. And so we didn't film anything because we were just busy. But we're going to go track them down and see how they're doing. Right now, everybody is eating. We got them all fed. And, well, we threw out some for the ducks and everything too, which the goats seem to like it as well. But over here, not all the ducks decided to stay in this pen. Several of them have ventured out and are just staying outside the pen out in the weeds and will come in at night or not at all. But check out Miss Pepper and her two baby chicks that are making it. Look at that. They are actually doing really well. I know there were some people that were kind of unsure if baby chicks and goats mix very well. Well, they're making it pretty good because, as you saw, Miss Pepper is pretty protective of them, and the cows are really good with them too. That duck is clearly as big, if not a little bit bigger than Miss Pepper, but she took him out or ran him off. I mean, he's still there, but she's like, you're not going to get in my area or mess with my chicks in their feed. But it's so neat just to watch chickens, ducks, birds, and all that pick up scratch grains. We throw out some regular feed too, but whenever we feed the goat stuff, we throw them out some scratch grains and let them go around because they seem to really love it. And I mean, they're really healthy and you can see how they're doing. Like I said, a lot of times later at night, the other ducks will try to come in here, but it's just so neat to watch little baby chicks, pretty much, I say out in the wild, but out in nature where they're just kind of doing their own thing. The only problem with the ducks being in here is it means we have to clean out the waters a lot more because they're still making a mess of it. Since not all the ducks are staying here, I haven't got a pool area set up in here because, well, like I said, a lot of them are still staying outside and out in the weeds, and we're just kind of letting them do their thing. Goats seem to try to come clean up the scratch grains and stuff too afterwards, and, well, there's not much you can do for that when they're sharing a space. Eventually, though, we're going to get the pasture over here done where the goats can move to a place with a lot more grass. It just takes a lot of time when you're trying to build a pasture right instead of just throwing something together, because yeah, we could throw something together, but as pesky as goats are about testing fences, there's a pretty good chance that they would be out in no time. And that's not what we want. Whenever we put them down there, we want them to be able to stay, just like this pen. This has worked out really well for them. And if it was a little bit bigger and maybe not on this hillside where the grass grew a little bit better, then it would work out a lot better for them. But that being a bigger area, if we can build a fence like this, we shouldn't have any problems at all. It's just a matter of getting it done. But we've kind of been going around looking. We looked in the shelters trying to find where Snowflake has hid her babies. And so far, there's not a whole lot of options left because I didn't see them. They're not in that one. A lot of times they'll like to sit over here behind this feeder. And then sometimes down in the hay, which they finally, this still had, well, there's still a little bit of the bell left there, but that was a lot taller yesterday. But they've kind of smeared this out. The only problem I really have with this is I need, like we have the hay racks over there for the big animals. I need something that's a little bit shorter that would work for the goats and stuff. I haven't really found anything just perfect that I think would work out that's affordable. And I've tried to find some designs online of a hay feeder to build that'll keep it elevated so that they don't spread it out like they do, but I've just not found anything quite right. So if y'all have any ideas of a great elevated type hay feeder similar to that, but something we might be able to make, if y'all know of some designs or something, be sure to send them our way, because I would love to see some different options. Something hopefully that actually has dimensions and actually a supply list and stuff like that, because I want to make sure that it's something that somebody's actually used and I can make work. Because I've seen some that I'm just like, whenever I see it go together, I'm just like, there's no way that that's got enough support to handle these huge round bales that weigh between 800 and 1,000 pounds. And some of them, I've watched them build them, and then like a little while later, they've done another update video, and they're like, we should have done something different because it's just not holding up. And that's not the place we want to be. So if you've seen some tried, true, proven designs, be sure to share those with us, and we're going to see if we can't build something, because if we could get this elevated where they don't smear it out or spread it out so much, it should last a lot longer. So we're going to go in here. We've pretty much checked over here. I don't see anything back behind this, so we're going to see if maybe she hid them inside. Oh, look at Blizzard. He's living the dream. Anything? Okay, so let's see what we have here. Oh, big reveal, big reveal, big reveal. Look at these colors. Back up just a little bit. You're a little close is what much I have this soon. Look at these colors on this. I mean, their overall color is really beautiful, but look at the moon spots and the different colors. Like this one has a lot of dark spots and stuff. That one has a dark spots here, but this one on the side, here, turn, rotate. It has some lighter, maybe it's on the other side. It's one side that has some, lighter colorings on it too. I mean, they're just really beautiful.
Face looks so cute.
Yeah. But no, she had these with no issue, because like I said, when we left, they weren't here. When we got back, they were, and she was cleaning them up. We initially pulled in, and I thought I caught a glimpse of something, so I stopped, and Abby's like, baby! And we only saw one at first, and then it turns out that whenever Abby came out here, there was two. Okay, so, like I said, initially, this is the one you saw initially? No, this one. So we pulled in, we knew there was one. Abby was like, stop the car. And I was like, not yet, let me get it parked, because we had some stuff we need to take in, because while we were out, since we've been pretty much trapped at home lately, except for me going to work, but we've been eating all home meals for the most part, and we decided since we were going to be out of town, we'd treat ourselves. They wanted to have pizza, and Kimberly and I decided to get McAllister's, which she had a spud and I had a club sandwich. So we brought that home, got that stuff carried in, and then we had to come, well, actually, somebody came running to the door carrying this baby, yelling, there's two! I was like, get that baby back out there. She's still trying to bond with them. But she was just overly excited. Izzy was helping get everything in too, because we'd also bought some feed and stuff.
Is
but
this a boy or a girl?
Well, we're fixing to check and see what they are. See what the big reveal is.
They're so cute.
But they are so docile and sweet. We may try to see, I'm trying to feel if they've got like horn buds up here, if they, 'cause occasionally they'll be naturally polled. I mean, she's got horns, but Johnny would be the dad. He does not. And
because she has like a swirl.
yeah, I think that's the deal, is with the swirl that they're going to have horns. So if that's the case, we're probably going to use our disbudding iron and go ahead and disbud these early. The other ones have horns because we waited a little too late to do that, and so we just chose not to do it at that point, because you might have still been able to with it being a little bit bigger, but I didn't want to cause them any harm or pain, so we did not. So we'll check and see, but like I said, we're just going to have to take care of these sooner than later so that they're for sure good. With that, it's a little iron that pretty much just burns a little ring up here, and it kills all the horn roots so that they don't grow horns. So let's see, which one do we want to check first?
This one.
Nope, she said it first. Okay, let's see. It's a girl. Look at those beautiful colors. So I think what we're going to do, Rose had 3 girls, and this one's a girl, And we're trying to move to some bigger type goats instead of just small ones, because the milk goats are great, but as for time of milking goats and all, we just really don't have the time for that, especially now with Kimberly stuff going on. It's cut down our time even more, and we've got the jerseys that are coming on, so I don't think we'd have time to milk goats and cows as well. So there's a good chance we might move to bigger ones, plus the market for them, unless you have specific people looking for milk goats in particular. The market for larger goats is much better and makes a lot more money. I mean, eventually we'd like to switch over to like completely like meat type goats, but with this, it's going to be like a, I don't know, she's got some milk goat in her, but she's also got Kiko, meat goat as well. So she's kind of cross. Johnny's full blood or purebred Nigerian dwarf. So these are probably 3/4 or so milk goats. But with these colors, the kind of babies that these might throw, there's no telling what we'd get. I just think it's crazy how her face, I mean, she's the reddish tannish color, but then the colors on her face, the way these dark colors came out, which her mom is mostly white with a little bit of red, and then Johnny, of course, is black, brown, and all other colors. Here you go. So I think this would make a great addition to a new herd starter. Plus, they started up here, so we make sure they're all friendly and all that. So let's see what this one is.
Oh, I hope it's a girl. I have a good name for this. Like, I know the name. But,
it's a boy.
I forgot it.
I'm kidding. It's a girl too.
Her name's Oatmeal.
We haven't named these yet. No, it's too early to be naming anything.
It just looks like
You know that sometimes goats are finicky when they're little, and you just don't want to name them too early.
I'm gonna name her some kind of cookie. She looks like a cookie.
This one looks like oatmeal.
You already have a cookie.
And we got a chocolate chip, so it can't be chocolate chip cookie.
I don't know. We're gonna think of names for these, but with them both being girls, there'll be other great additions, and with Rose's 3, that would be 5 little nannies. And the thing is, with Johnny being their dad, we have Colton, who's not related to any of them, and that would be, which he's a milk goat too. So as long as we don't switch to a meat billy goat, then Colton could actually be the sire for the herd of the new ones, which would be next year. At least with Colton, we know
Colton's my baby.
he's purebred. He's actually mine, but you took him over.
How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that?
Know what?
That he's purebred.
Because he could have been registered if we'd have sent in the paperwork.
He's my baby.
That's how we know. But this has been some really exciting stuff. Like I said, Rose was our last one, or not Rose, Snowflake. Rose had them first, but Snowflake was our last one to have them, and I was beginning to have doubts, but then all of a sudden, probably a couple of weeks ago, we started to notice her bag getting a little tighter and tighter, but it was nothing what it looks like now. Let me go get and show you the milk bag on this mama. Come here. Hey, set them down so she can see them. They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. I just want to get over here and show you. Look at her bag. I'm trying not to get all of her parts, but look at that bag hanging down. I mean, that's a lot of milk right there. And Rose had a lot of milk too, because she managed to nurse 3 real big healthy girls. So Rose and Snowflake were half sisters, I think, and they actually turned out to both be really good mamas. She takes care of them, has a lot of milk, and a lot of good motherly instincts. Like I said, I'm ready to get another pen built, because yeah, we've got plenty of hay to feed them, but I just really want to get them on some good grass instead of just hay all the time. And we're going to get there. Like I said, it's just something that takes time, and once we do that, we'll get these. We're going to use those posts to finish out some of the fence. But once we get them out of here, and I may do it before, I want to clean up all this hay over here and all this down here and just get it all together. I may burn it or pile it up to compost it, because as long as it composts enough to go through a heat to get rid of all the grass seeds and stuff, it makes really good dirt after it composts. But it also makes a lot of weeds if you don't get that done. But like I said, I'd really like for them to be in a bigger area, but right now it's just not working out because we had them in the Premier 1 fencing before, and it didn't work out for us. No matter how good it seemed we kept the fence lines clean and a good charger on it, they always found a way to defeat it. And so with that, we'd had a couple, well, I don't know, we'd get animals tangled up in it, and we had some close calls where we almost lost some a couple times, and it wasn't worth keep doing that. So that's why we went with this permanent fence. And then, like I said, we just got to get a bigger one, which we're working on. And I'm trying to debate on the front field, because we've got field fence on this line over here that goes to the donkey pen, and if I put that there, I'm trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and just try to do the rest of that in the goat and sheep wire on the front, and where I can put the cows and the goats there, or just do the quickest route and get barbed wire put up and get the cows turned in there. Like I said, it's kind of a toss-up on what to do. I don't know. I'm just trying to decide what would be the best idea to do for that, because I honestly do not know. I mean, I would love to have the goat and sheep wire, but I know how much quicker it'd be to get 3 more strands of barbed wire up in the little corner built and get stuff in there. So if y'all got some opinions about that, we'll take those too. Like I said, it was just doing it by myself. That's a lot longer stretch, so I'll have to weave a couple of rolls together to make the full length, and it's just going to be a lot more work and take a lot of time, especially being one person trying to get it done, or me and the girls. Like I said, if I got in a jam I need to, my parents could come help, but I don't know that it's anything that multiple people would speed it up, because there's only so much work in a tight spot that you can do, and so I think that it'd still be about the same amount of time. It's just having the time to do it when I'm off, since I've gone back to work. But that's what we have for you today. We just wanted to share the cool surprise that we found out in the pasture, and let you know we finally have the last mama goat have her babies, and they are precious and beautiful little girls. And also Miss Pepper's doing great with her chicks. So be sure to like and subscribe, stick around, watch these little babies grow up, and find out what other crazy things we're getting into. That's all we've got for you today. We'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye.
Peace. Bye.